Everything we have done has led to this moment. I'm an Eminem fan, and today I will be ranking every single Kendrick Lamar album. We're finally here, guys. We're finally here. We're ranking each one based on its merit, based on the quality of each album, respectively. And we have gone through every single album on this channel except for one. We'll get to that soon. I'll do some explaining. But yeah, it's all led to this moment. The next artist we will be reacting to on this channel is Kanye West as of this poll right here. So you guys decided, and we're going to be going through. I haven't listened to any Kanye albums, so that'll be interesting. Without further ado, we have got the Kendrick Lamar tier list ready to go. Let's just start it off. I haven't listened to these projects. I know this is from the Wakanda. No, this is from the Black Panther movie, so I haven't listened to it. And this is Overly Dedicated, which I haven't listened to. I don't know why, but we started at section 80. We reacted to all these albums here, so there is a video for each of these albums. So if you want to watch that, there is a playlist that you need to see, and it'll be up here. So make sure you click it. Where do I even begin? We begin at section 80, and man, section 80 was humble beginnings for sure. A beginning that was quite a high level for a rapper. I remember some great songs from here. We got High Power, Rigor Mortis as well. There's quite a few songs on here. I really enjoyed the opener on this one too. Poe Band's Dreams as well, another solid track. There's some really solid tracks on here for a first album, really. So I'm actually going to put in B tier. Most rappers, they start off pretty low, but not Kendrick. He starts off up in B tier. There are still some earliness-isms to this album, like you can kind of hear it in his voice, and the lyrics are nowhere near as complex as they do get. Some of the beats don't do it all for me, but there are certainly some jazz influences already. I think we know that. So B tier is not a bad ranking at all for section 80. We get into... This is my favorite Kendrick album, and to no surprise of anyone, it goes into S tier. Good Kid, Mad City. What do you want me to say? It has so many bangers. So many bangers. You have the opener, you have the whole dynamic with Shireen and then Kendrick's friends. It's a whole story. It's a whole movie almost in an album, which it consistently delivers all the way through. You've got huge bangers like Mad City. You got some catchy, amazing choruses from songs like Money Trees with a memorable J-Rock performance. You got some of my favorite tracks on here. You've got Backseat Freestyle as well. You've got Good Kid. Even on the extended version, man, The Recipe is one of my favorite Kendrick songs of all time. And I think that's a banger, that song. Compton, the closer on this, and we're not even talking about, like, probably his best song of all time, Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst, is on this album, so it kind of has to be up here. A song that transcends storytelling in itself, and compared to, a lot of people think it's better than Stan, even, and you know, that's just a testament to how good it is. Do I think it's better than Stan? I think you guys probably already know my opinion, but regardless, it's up there. So, S tier for Good Kid, Mad City, my favorite Kendrick album, even if maybe it's not considered his best in his discography. It's my favorite. That might be in terms of the rapping performances, but that's not to say on the next album we don't get those. On to Pimp a Butterfly, and look, it's in the same tier. Let's just say that. I don't know if it's better, but To Pimp a Butterfly has some of my favorite songs on there, like All Right is in my top 3 Kendrick songs of all time. You got bangers like King Kunta, which maybe isn't, I guess, one of the most critically acclaimed songs of the album, but it's still a banger with that electric guitar at the end. I remember that. And you got The Blacker the Berry, which that is a song. That is a song, and you just have consistent banger. You start off with Wesley's Theory as well, which, bro, what can you say? Yeah, this album deals with so many political issues and really is an activist type album, and you can hear it. STL all day, every day. We then get to Untitled Unmastered. This was one I reviewed recently on the channel, but this was kind of leftovers from T-Pab, and they're all bangers. Not one song was bad, and you know, it just had a really unfiltered nature to it, which I really enjoyed. So I'm actually going to stick this in A tier as well, because the quality is still there. It's still in T-Pab era. So that's Untitled Unmastered. And we get on to Damn. Now, Damn's an interesting one because it has some of my favorite Kendrick songs of all time on here. Songs like Pride. You got songs like XXX. You've also got songs like Duckworth, which is probably his best song in my opinion, if not number 2. And yeah, you got songs like Fear, which everyone thinks is one of his best songs. I don't necessarily like it as much as others, but I do respect the lyrical integrity on that one. But yeah, songs like Pride, man, just it's just some bangers on there. I think some of the more melodic tracks on here aren't as great. Feel was a good one, actually. Feel was a good song, but yeah, you just don't have great ones on there. Like, I think the God song wasn't that great, which was a little bit disappointing, but I'm still going to put it, I think I'm going to put an A tier still, guys. I still think it's an A tier album, even if it's not on the heights of S tier, these guys. I think it's still an A tier. There's a few songs, yes, maybe like 2 songs that aren't great, but that doesn't drag down the entire album, right? So we're going to put an A tier. I don't know if that's a hot take. I don't know if you guys would have it lower or maybe higher. I mean, you guys probably have the tier list like this, don't you? But look, I'm going to put it there. And then we get to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. This is a fan favorite for a lot of people. Am I one of those people? You know what? It's actually pretty good. I don't know if this album gets any hate. I just don't hear it get talked about nearly that much. But yeah, you got bangers like N95, and then you get some real deep, one of his greatest songs ever in Father Time was amazing. And you get 2 sides to this album. I can't remember which one I liked better, but the quality is still there. I can't disagree with the quality. So it's either, I think it's a low A tier, because I do prefer a lot of the songs off Damn. I don't know if that's surprising to anyone, but I'm going to drop an A tier still, because I think it's still a quality record, but it is towards the lower end. Now, finally, we arrive at GNX, which is his latest album, of course, and GNX is an interesting one to rate. There are some bangers on here, like Reincarnated, TV Off, and Luther's a fun listen, and Gloria is a good ending to the album. Apart from that, there's not a lot to work with. You got GNX, which is an awful song with an awful beat. It kind of gave me my first single vibes from Encore. So I'm going to put in C. I'm going to put in C, guys. I'm just... There's a few tracks I really like, but there's a lot that are kind of just hit or miss for me. And honestly, I think Section 80 might have had a bit more consistency through it. So look, that's my ranking of every Kendrick album that I've listened to and that we've gone through on this album together as a journey. Thank you guys for joining me, and check out some other videos. I do a lot of Eminem stuff here, and I do a lot of ranking videos in general. And yeah, we're going to be moving on to Kanye next. So starting off with College Dropout. I haven't listened to an single Kanye album, so I don't know if that's surprising or not, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, guys. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.